couple of other people here. Some keen people parked behind me. Oh, someone in a cool car. That'll be the Fender crowd. Okay, so far I think all the people that have turned up are actually staff, which is good because it means I'm the only person here. Right, I've got my catalogue. Let's have a look. If I may, whilst it's empty, can I have a look at those Macaferris?
See, I've looked up Django yesterday. It wasn't about Django. I found Django yesterday.
Oh, really?
Selma.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, the
one that's been,
Yes, the ones the 30s, aren't they? I think it's
Yes.
just 33 or 34, and the other one's
Yep.
a year difference, isn't it?
32.
Oh, is it? I thought this was a 40s. Okay, so I've got my
This
figures
is the
wrong.
one that's been
Right.
reconditioned or whatever you
Yep.
like to call it. And then
Oh, look at the neck heel on that.
listen out the way.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Not loud.
then I go up to the cricket meeting, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
So
You fall asleep halfway through.
Oh, and it's got the... Sorry, that's all right.
Okay,
No, it's fine. Yeah, thank you. So it's got that scarf joint there.
this is the one that is more. You see.
Original, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there you got in your hand.
Mm.
Is that 246? That's 1933.
So this one's a 1933,
Yes.
but it's been restored. Sorry.
It's got a restoration label dated the 3rd of April 27.
Do you know how much restoration was done, or?
Right, neck good finish. Fretboard ebony appears to be a modern replacement.
Right.
Frets are good. Hardware is good. Appears to be period.
Yeah.
And comes with a modern case.
Yeah, nice tuners.
And what number is that, Mike? That's 24.
This is 143.
All right, a scarf joint on the
I
heel.
guess a way of looking at it would be compare the two. Especially on the figure if that fret's been replaced, how does
Yeah,
that look?
143.
Wow.
That one's.
Yeah.
That's 1932.
Wow, and that's got the inside. That's got the internal sound box, which was a kind of design.
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
I've never seen one in person. I've always been interested to know what that kind of is, and there we go. I'm going to have a closer look at that, if that's all right. Let me just look, take a for sure. Yeah, the headstock seems a bit of a different.
Yeah, this one. Someone was saying yesterday. This one's been restored as well.
So there's no internal sound box in here. This is just more of a. Right. Yeah, it's not fine. Can I have that?
Just for
Thank you. Yeah, I mean this one though does look more. Yeah, more all kind of offensive. Yeah.
Genuine. That's the thing.
So it does say to the side to say it's been restored by a couple of friends, I think.
Right. In fact, have you got a guitar stand and I can just put it up on here and then I can kind of free.
If I take this one off.
Thank you. I've forgotten all of my gypsy jazz. The Beast. The Beast from Sweden. Actually, I might need to borrow that pick again.
Sorry?
I might need to borrow that pick again if that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, hell of a neck on there. I don't think there's any truss rod in that. It's a big old bit of spruce. So the arch is quite focused in the centre. So the contour for the arch is about here. So there's a lot of wood on the side that's not taking part in shaping the arch top tone in that way. I'd say, yeah. I told you this is.
Well, having seen that it's possible.
Have I started? Sorry. Beautiful pearl inlays, or abalone. Sounds good. I was expecting it to sound a little bit ropey.
Have a look at that one.
doesn't sound very loud. Oh, there's the Gibson Ace Frehley. What telly is this? Lot number 15.
1963 Fender Esquire electric guitar made in the USA.
A 63 Esquire.
Body's natural finish, refinish. Blonde white paint with cavities.
There's quite a few chunks missing at that fingerboard. And, the Epiphone Sorrento. I think this is an early 60s Epiphone, isn't it? 278.
Yeah. 61.
61.
Epiphone Sorrento.
Yeah. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah, stuff like this I'm reasonably interested in.
Not far off. 1.8 to 2.2.
Okay. The problem with these guitars is they've got no centre block and they're very thin. So what happens is over time the strings and the bridge push the centre of the guitar down.
Right.
So what you end up with is reasonable action along here and then a massive gap under here, and people always think that someone's shaved the end of the neck off, but they haven't. It's because the neck's actually folding into the guitar.
Well, funny enough, Chris took one to pieces yesterday. Are these Japanese things?
No, these ones are. This one's made in Kalamazoo by Gibson. Yeah, neck is good. Neck angle's good. So there's a telltale sign with a guitar like this. You see the bridge is all the way down,
Yes.
and someone has sanded the base of the bridge as well because they use it a little bit thicker.
Right.
So what that shows is that the nut and the bridge are starting to meet each other.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in good condition. What does the write-up say?
Says Fender Mustang electric guitar made in the USA. Body blue finish. Lacquer checking. Blemishes, dings, and other marks as to be expected for age. Neck a few minor dings. Burn mark to the back of the head. Fretboard rosewood. Frets mild wear. Electrics working, hardware good. Case original hard case.
Yeah, I think this is
The weight is 3.43 kilograms.
this is a nice little guitar.
And it says overall condition good for age. Guide price 1,500 to 2,000.
So we go for a lot more than that. Nice little bit of flame on the neck. Or a ripple. But I would imagine a 60s Fender in this condition, and it is in wonderful condition.
Well, these two are the next set. These two there.
Let's have a look at that one. So that's a 57 with the wear to prove it. What does the write-up say about this one?
This is for the next auction, so they're not catalogued here.
Oh, really?
So they're acoustic guitar amps.
It's got the typical wear through the finish.
So those two Gibsons, the sound was really similar, and it's just a bit tighter and punchier than this. This is more of a, I mean, I really like that.
The problem is these is because they're Lego guitars. Is you never know if the neck belongs to the body or the pick guard or the pickups, or you have to be a real expert.
Right.
And I'm not, so I would never even venture close to buying something at that price, because I'd get it home and someone would go, "Oh yeah, that neck is from a '62," and then the pickups are from 1971, and you'd be like, "Oh gosh, what have I bought?" It's quite a fat neck on that.
So when did they start building Fenders then?
Don't know. It's got a hell of a tummy cut on that. Actually, I'm going to try something. Okay, so moving along from these guitars, got a couple of Fender. I've not seen this one before. It's got a matte finish and a hole through it, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I like the idea of the 3 pickups. It's a nice one too. And these are just mostly, I think, Japanese and Mexican. That's a made in Japan. 2-piece body, 3-piece body, sorry. Maybe it sounds good, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I like the mojo on this one. I think this is a Japanese one. Yeah, crafted in Japan. The paint's already discolouring. Similar. Doesn't sound particularly good acoustically. This one has a much deeper sound, aside from the bass. I suppose the tuning's different. I think that's the bar, yeah. Yep. Just do an A-B, shall we? I'd say the tone on that's a little bit stronger. Not much in it. Oh, this has still got all the stickers on. So this is new old stock. Sound control Fender American Standard Strat. Japanese, that's like a photo flame from the early 90s, I would guess. That looks like a Mexican. Feel it with the glossy neck. We've got a Gibson, I forget the name of these now, ES something, 2 something, 359 or something. The neck's not bad, bit of ramping going on. Not great, could do with the truss rod adjusting. But otherwise, condition is pretty much like new. Yeah, not a bad example. I don't know what this is. This is they don't even tell you where it's made. But the neck's quarter saw. Surely not. Yeah, pretty much. Just off. So it's got an air cord swan neck. It's got a V as the starting number. Neck is dead straight. And it's called Henry Wayne, is it? Very light. You can see the grain through the finish. Very resonant. Actually, that's not a bad guitar. It doesn't look too nice, but we've got another one of these. This one's more resonant, although that could be down to many factors. The guitar stand. Yeah, this one's got the nicer sound. Typical Gibson neck. Bent, ramping, truss rod adjustment needed. Probably under the neck board needs fretting, stoning. We've got a Gibson, I think that's a Firebird. A Gibson Standard. This one is from the last auction. Ugly as sin, but if it sounds good, what does that matter? Neck needs serious adjustment. That's really loud. You would expect this to be a total dog, but actually it has a really strong acoustic voice. It's bellying. Neck is good. Neck angle's good. Neck is good. Just has some bellying. Strong voice. Yeah. If that goes for cheap, I might buy it. Some strange Gibson thing. A lot of Les Pauls. I don't know what years. They just they're signed. I mean, they don't look bad. You've got this kind of flamed deep colour in the top. And you've got three of them. You've got 1, 2, 3 in different colours. Got a 335. Look at the neck. Yeah, typical Gibson mahogany necks. Ramping big time. I just don't think mahogany necks on Gibsons, I just don't trust them. Same with this one. I'm not sure what this is. It's only a Gibson is good enough. It's a J35, some sort of reissue, I think. Neck angle's not great. Sound is good. I think that's a much older one, but the sound is not good. this is a SG Les Paul. With this on, but there's no... So something's happened there. I don't know much about them, to be honest. Some sort of flying V. That's a very strange logo. I've not seen that before. It's a Sonics 180 Deluxe. It must have been in the 70s when they were changing things up. Oh, this is back. I think that was in the last auction. We've got here on the Gibson acoustic. Yeah, it sounds alright. Nothing too special. Martin. Sounds pretty good. Another Martin. Oh, that sounds good. That does sound good. That's nice as well. That's real pretty. That white binding. Thinner body. Yeah, I like that. This one is the most resonant out of all three of these Martins. And none of them sound as good as my Guild Westerly. So this is the 50th anniversary Strat. Very anemic looking neck. All the body, pretty heavy. Tapered neck heel. Satin finish on the neck. Totally dead acoustically. Oh, that one's nicer. Still got too much mid. Sounds awful. Oh wow, look at that. They've done the lamination. Here you go, the lamination is back. Oh wow, fretless. A Martin fretless. What the hell? Surely that's not original, is it? Looks like someone's just put a bit of copper or brass over. Oh, is this another photo flame? No, it's a USA. Must be a custom shop. The neck has got problems. You can feel the grain through the neck. So that's something's gone wrong with the lacquer on that one. It's a 50th anniversary. As you can see, something's gone wrong with the neck. Hey, a jazz guitar. Sounds pretty resonant, actually. Someone's put them into all sorts of weird tunings. Interesting. So the arched plate on this is just... There's a little bit of arch there, tiny bit, but it's basically this. You can see it. Well, it's a small non-cutaway arch on the inside. What the hell is this? full breadth. That's not bad. From Saga, made in China. Resonates loudly. Saga make the Gitan, don't they? I think they do very well at these light, loud guitars. PRS, Santana. Ah, an old 12-string guild. An old Stromberg. It's a shame they got the name. I would love to have taken that and built on that reputation. And then there's this. Interesting piece. Made in Korea. Oh, this is one of those Epiphones. Kind of interesting sound. Not that interesting. An old Committee. I love the arch on that. It's huge. Sound is not good though. This one's better. See, this one has a much more pronounced arch than this one. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. Huge arch. Alright, that's got slightly different. Oh, look at that wood. Crazy. That's nice, isn't it? Really nice. Oh. Levinson. Alright, another guitar by the same maker. An old McCartney bass, I think. No, his was the violin one, wasn't it? Look at the size of that. Made by Harmony, handcrafted in the USA, Chicago, Illinois. Another opus. Yeah. That doesn't sound bad. We've got here a Peerless. Very thin. Those tops are so thin. That string needs replacing. Parallel braced. Freaking Canada. That's got a cortisol neck. That sounds pretty good. Aha. Now we're talking. A GB10 with the binding gassing. Sounds real, doesn't it? Good binding cracking. Someone's open tuned all of these guitars, I swear. So I think this is a 78. Neck is perfect. Got Gibson really could learn a thing or two from Ibanez on how to make a neck. Every Gibson I've seen in here, the mahogany neck is ramping and bowed. Interesting. Probably not worth 1,200 quid in its condition. Maybe less. That's pretty good. It's a Judy, made in Japan. A vintage K, Esquire, probably made in Mexico. Looks like it when they meant a gloss coming off it. Oh, it's got a gold label on the back. Might be a Japanese one. Korea. An old Epiphone. Resonant guitars though, for what they are. Gitan type. Oh, this is the English maker. This is the GNC. 2012. Oh, it's got a pretty good, like the original. Neck is good. I see you're playing some gypsy jazz guitar there. Looks right, doesn't it?
Well, it looks lovely. I'm trying to transition.
Oh yeah, from what?
want of a better phrase. But I think my old Ibanez is better suited to my limited technique.
Ah, well, it sounded alright.
Well,
Just going to sit down and have a little play of this. It's really light, really resonant. I think this is made in the UK, handmade in the UK. Let's try this one. Oh wow. So what we got here? Some cheaper tuners, no doubt. Higher action. Nice bird's eye maple. I think it's laminate. Not sure. Not always easy to tell for me.
Do you want me to go first?
Do you know what? That's not nearly as nice as the other one. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not nearly as nice as the other one. Oh, I love rock. Feels pretty good. It's a hell of a loose pull thing. God, it's a boat anchor. Oh, it's a ton. Oh, same guy. It's probably an English maker. That's amazing, man. New old stock Epiphone. Another table of Fenders. That one looks quite nice. Some lacquer cracking, vintage frets. I don't know what it is there. No, new old stock Fender standard. Fender Elite.
It's called the Vintage Band Company or something. And they basically make guitars look.
Oh really? What's this?
Got a Peerless, a Colin Keith Luthier certificate authenticity 1981. It's a Rowan Pro.
That's what I thought, but it's easier. It's on my list as well. Simon, there's the other one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's a couple of these hanging around. Yeah, so that's very similar.
Not as interesting as I'd like it to be. Oh no, Guild Bay. Grand Concert, David Duke. Sounds alright, but the neck is shot. Oh, an old Greco. Well, this must be the 1000 model. Looks pretty good actually, feels pretty good. Centre seam's coming apart. I hear someone playing the violin upstairs. I'm about to go and have a jam with them with a gypsy jazz guitar. Yeah, slab body, typical 70s stuff. Neck feels good. I mean, it feels good, but it's still a cheap copy. Well, I don't know. Two-piece back. No, I'd say it's quite a high-end copy for their type of copy. Fretboard's very good. The neck frets are good. Yeah, I mean, it feels like the real deal. It's just a shame you've got that going on the top. Cool, that's the thinnest peg head to date, isn't it? Someone has gone around and tuned all these to open. So that's an Ibanez Music Man 300, I think. Heavy, for sure. Nice piece of work, but shame it's got the flat top. If it had the arch top, it would be much nicer. This is a Mastercraft by Paramount. Some incredible. So it's an arch top. It's got no fingerboard per se apart from the abalone. Yeah. What the bloody hell is this? Okay, that is strange. Let's blend the hell plate out of it. Yeah, how bizarre. So the strings were cut through, the nut was the finger, the headstock? Maker George L. Snook, 1942, Priory Barn, Stakes Hill Road, Waterlooville. It's not far from where I live. I don't know what wood that is. I mean, I'd buy it just as a piece of English guitar history, but I wouldn't want to pay more than 50 quid. It's coming apart at the seams. Set off now. A royal artist.
Cheers there, Frank.
Right, last couple of rows. Japanese Fender, Epiphone Swing Master. I think these guitars aren't too bad, you know, for the price. Guild Acoustic, Chinesium, no doubt. Sounds alright. Crafted by Guild, made in China. Old Gibson Melody Maker. This is an FC Anboy. Some sort of strange Gibson, probably from the 70s. Looks like they were trying to compete with the Japanese stuff. Condition is very good. A GS 1000. Look at the state of the neck on that. That is huge. That's not a neck. That's just the remaining of the wood coming out of the body. God, look at that, it's awful. I'd expect that is awful. Anyway, I'm sure someone will love it. That sounds pretty good, actually. Interesting. Oh, this is the Fernandez. I was looking at this on the catalogue. 3-piece body. Oh wow, it's also a two. It's a. So it's actually got. Yeah, I've not seen that before on a Strat. Ah, this must be the 1000 Greco.
Ah, okay, that was
Yeah.
the other type. Yeah, that was over on this end. Yeah, that was the other versions you said. Not playing.
Pancake body, 70s style. I actually think the other Greco feels better than this one. This one over here. Yeah, I think this one's nicer. Well, this is the Steve Lukather model. Sterling by Music Man. It's got a nice feel to it. Neck is good. Yeah, I bet that's a pretty good guitar. Here's the last Gypsy Jazz. It doesn't sound great. You can tell straight off the bat. I think I'll pass that one up. Squire Venus. Made in Japan. That's incredibly light. I think that other one must be Japanese as well then. Sounds loud. Oh, this is a... Oh, they've got a Tom Anderson. That'll probably go for a penny. Oh, the neck feels lovely. Quarter sawn, mostly. No, it's not quarter sawn. What am I talking? Oh, it's kind of slab drift sawn. Strange. I would have thought you would have seen a quarter sawn on a. And it's ugly, to be honest. That's not a particularly nice blue. Neck feels great. Yeah, so. Not very good looking. Wrong pickup configuration. And then the last thing of any interest to me is 80s or early 90s, might be 80s, 170. Definitely mucky. Typical Guild neck is perfect. State of it. Poor thing covered in, someone spilt something over that. clean up. Otherwise, it's good. Soundpost. John, this is a lovely guitar. It sounds fantastic. But those little seashell inlays. Wonderful. Super loud, super open, super warm. It's a John Shaw from 1980, never heard of him. Beautiful little seashell inlays. And a beautiful... I really like that. The tuner's the nut, there's something wrong there that doesn't stay tuned. The neck, unfortunately, needs resetting. But otherwise, it's a beautiful guitar and it sounds lovely. I'll have to do a bit of research. If it goes cheap, I might go for it and try and do the neck reset myself. It's got an interesting neck block, which is to say it doesn't really have one. I'd like to investigate further. Look at the size of that. Jesus. Ooh, little 70s Princeton. Oh, it's got the... looks like it's got the original speaker. Fender musical instruments. One.
Like legally, I'm not doing anything. Like you can kind of read between the lines and be like, you can Yeah, no, we were like exchanging numbers for like one so I'm really sorry. I would love to.
Maybe. Guitars and amplifiers from Gibson.
Oh, you were just a teeny baby. Oh, yeah.
Picture of a 60s Super 400. We got the Tau Farlow. We got the Johnny Smith, Lopez, Trini, Barney Castle, Tau Farlow, Super 400s, L5 Florentine, Birdland Florentine. So this is a 60s, 70s catalogue. Huh? 1966. Epiphone. It's the old Emperor, Sheraton, Broadway. What year is this? This must be fifth. Don't know what year this catalogue is. Maybe late 60s. Oh, someone's actually playing the saw. That's been the film Sweet and Low Down. Right.